just starting your day, or did you just get off?
You're practicing, right?
I gotta do it. Baby, el aprendiste crimen.
Perfect! Congratulations!
So what is it you do?
I'm a driver.
También estamos con los protagonistas de la película, dos personas que yo sé que ustedes los quieren mucho. Se llama Eiza y Ansel. Hello guys, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
What is your name?
Baby.
Your name's Baby. B-A-B-Y, Baby.
So you are the director of the best movie of the year so far.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I can resist it. I watched the movie in LA like 2 weeks ago and I was blown mind with everything you did.
Thank you.
Congratulations. It was a very hard experience. I don't know if technically it's more difficult to do it with the songs and all the things that you have to do it at the same time.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely an ambitious idea because it's not only even without the music, it would be very complicated. Yeah. There's a lot of action, all of the action's on location. We decided to do all of the action for real and not really rely on green screen and CGI. But then on top of that, the whole thing is choreographed to music, so that's like an extra level of complexity.
What's you listening to? Oh, let me check. Tequila!
But we had brilliant people working on it, an amazing team, and so we just got to prepare a lot. We probably like, with the cast and the choreographers and the stunts, we rehearsed and prepared for like a month before we started shooting.
There he is.
Hey, baby.
Why does he listen to music all the time?
He had an accident when he was a kid. He's still got a hum in the drum. Plays music to drown it out.
Congratulations. This is one of my favorite movies so far of this year.
Gracias.
It has been a pleasure to watch a movie with this kind of action and this kind of music. How difficult was to make the scenes, hearing the music?
It was really cool, you know, it's like just like when you watch it, it was really cool having the music and the action and everything all in time. We did a lot of rehearsal in advance with the music, with the movements and the action and making sure that everything was synced up. And when we were on set, we had the music, we needed to have the music so that we could do it. It was like doing choreography.
Aren't you mysterious?
Maybe.
You know, there are points in the movie where it's almost like a dance, and then there are points in the movie where it's just as simple as opening a car door on beat or putting down a coffee cup on beat. And music was always a big part of set and was important for the making of the movie.
This business is a world consistent of 3 things: money, sex, and action.
You have to take all the shots with the music in the set, right?
Yeah. So
All
the
the time.
actors are listening. So sometimes Ansel is listening to it on his earphones. You know, his earphones are plugged into like the sort of playback. Or sometimes everybody can hear it and it's playing out loud. Or sometimes they have these things called earwigs, which is a little transistor that goes in your ear and you can hear the music but you can't see any. So, you know, sometimes Jamie Foxx and John Hamm and Kevin Spacey, they'd have these earwigs in so they could hear the music but you could still record dialogue. So lots of different ways that we did it. And then sometimes there's bits in the movie where they're firing guns in time with the music and the guns are louder than any speaker.
Yeah.
So then you couldn't have playback because like as soon as you go, so in those sequences, the people had to learn their beats. So it's literally like saying to the actors or stuntman, okay, so your bit is you go da 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 da, and they go okay, so 2, 3, 4 da 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 da.
How did you choose the music? It's kind of the soundtrack of your life. Somebody make you some research.
I mean, it's all, I picked all the music, so I guess it is like the soundtrack of my life. It's all songs that I like, and you know, it's all songs that I've loved over the years. And once I've been thinking about it for a long time, I'd always like be earmarking Baby Driver tracks and making a little playlist of like songs that might be good for the movie. So they're all songs that I love.
Which is your favorite song of all the soundtrack?
I like Easy by the Commodores.
I'm easy
easy like Sunday morning.
I don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard. I like all the soundtrack, but I think the Barry White song is one of my favorite all-time songs. It's just like... And that scene when John is drinking the coffee and it's like, it's just, me da demasiada risa, pero todo el soundtrack me encanta.
You have to learn all the songs, I think.
Yeah, we had to learn them very well. Especially, you know, Baby, they're his songs, sort of, so I need to know all the different parts where he's, you know, like all the different drum fills and everything, so that way you can feel like it's his soundtrack.
Even singing.
Yeah, too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wait, I gotta start the song over. Okay, go.
Baby, you tell me who dies.
No,
I'm driving.
And you choose a lot of big actors.
Yeah.
You just don't have one or two stars. You have like 6 stars with their time in the movie. How did you choose them?
I mean, the thing is that if I'm honest, when I wrote the script, I didn't necessarily think that we would get that starry a cast, you know. But it was just something that kind of like snowballed. It was like Ansel came on board, and then Lily, John Hamm I had written the part for, and he wanted to do it. And then like Kevin Spacey and Jamie Foxx both said yes to doing it. So suddenly it's like, poof, you know, got an amazing ensemble. So I'm just, you know, I was so excited when that came together. And then of course shooting the movie, it's like, what a killer cast. It was just amazing.
Platicaba con la Eiza, yo sé que platicas con mucha gente, ¿no? Hace 2 años que habías hecho casting para Wright, para Star Wars.
Yo audicioné para esta película, entonces leí muchísimas veces y vi 1000 veces la película y todas las películas. Estaba muy emocionada de ver y me parece que quedó impresionante.
Y hemos visto cómo ha sido como poco a poco tocando puertas y demás. Y a mí, en lo personal, me da mucho gusto y fue como sorpresivo verte en la película, saber que estás en el casting y después ver el tipo de personaje que tienes y el tipo de trabajo que hiciste. Felicidades. ¿Cómo fue este proceso? ¿Cómo llegaste aquí?
No tengo idea. Te juro que a veces trato de pensar como cómo ha todo pasado, pero honestamente, y sobre todo para la gente que lo ve, es mucho trabajo y que cualquiera lo puede lograr. Realmente es como ponerte una meta, dedicarte a hacer como lo mejor posible. Hay mucha competencia, ¿sabes? Y el mejor es el que gana a veces y a veces tampoco. Y esta industria es como tan susceptible, como realmente no hay un patrón, que realmente tienes que aprender a navegar tus emociones y, ¿sabes? Muchas veces te van a decir que no, miles de veces te van a decir que no, millones de veces te van a decir que no y una te van a decir que sí. Y cuando tienes esa oportunidad, ¿cómo lo puedes explotar al máximo? Y eso fue lo que pasó con Baby Driver, ¿sabes? Fue un personaje donde yo sentía que era una mujer que era vista de la misma manera que todos los hombres en la escena. Era una mujer con una fuerza y una potencia que es la única mujer en el gang y por algo es la única. Y entonces también me gustó que era latina, pero no había como ninguna referencia a ella es mexicana o ningún como
estereotipo.
Algo exacto que cambiara como ay, es menos o más. Y eso me pareció increíble y me pareció también que era una mujer multifacética, tiene esa parte como de amor con su hombre y romántica, pero es súper protectora de Baby, y también tiene esa parte de te voy a matar si te metes conmigo, y era algo que me ayudaba a demostrar como muchas características como actriz, y me ha abierto las puertas, y desde Robert Rodríguez a esto, y ahora, sabes, se ha abierto una puerta gigante de oportunidades para mí, y estoy muy agradecida, y invitando a todo el mundo que lo ve, pues que lo haga. Como te dije, no tengo ni idea, y así lo logré, pero con mucha dedicación y mucho amor y mucho trabajo. This shit is bananas, dog.
Yeah, and Eiza Gonzalez, we are very surprised about it because we know Eiza from a lot of years ago, and we know that she is pushing to be part of the Hollywood. And now is in this movie, and he's one of your main characters. Why did you choose her?
So basically, like, I like the idea of somebody new in that part. And the person actually who kind of like recommended Eiza to me was Robert Rodriguez.
Wow.
So I know Robert, and he had worked with her on Dusk Till Dawn, the TV version. And so he said, Eiza Gonzalez is really good, you should see her. So I did, and I read her, and then she came and read with John Hamm, and then she got the part. And I think she's fantastic in it, because she also like has, it's a big part, but also she gets to kind of like face off with like Jamie Foxx and face off with like Kevin Spacey, and you know, if she was nervous at all, she did not show it. She kind of was like a total professional. It's great.
Yeah, like a fish in the water.
But it's great. I think she does an amazing job in the movie.
Well, aren't you the lucky one?
That's right. You tell him, baby.
What about your skills in the real world, without characters?
I have actually a great thing to say about that. You've been here in Mexico now, you've seen how they drive, right?
Yeah.
It's a jungle.
It's a jungle!
I can hear the horn from my window.
Me too!
It's non-stop.
Yep.
You know, I became a pretty good driver for the movie, and I got lucky. I got to do a lot of stunt training with the stunt driver, Jeremy Fry, and I feel like everyone's dream is to learn how to make a car go all drifting and everything. I got to do that, so now I think I'm a pretty good driver. My family, I'm the designated driver in my family now.
Yeah.
Any accident meanwhile you're shooting?
No, nada.
Nada.
While we were shooting, I'm sure, every once in a while a car gets wrecked by the stunt team, but they only let me do a few stunts that they knew didn't have a good chance of anyone getting hurt. So they never gave me a position to make myself look bad.
That's what makes him the best.
About the stunts, all the sequence that you have to make in the cars, I think it's difficult to do it because there's a lot of things that you have to do with your drivers.
It's very time consuming. I mean, any car chase is like because we shot it all for real. More recently, like people tend to use a lot of effects in car chases now. But back in the day, in the 60s and 70s, 80s and 90s, people would shoot car chases for real. So we went back to that. And I'm really glad we did, because it makes it very tough to shoot, but it's really worth it, because it feels real. I think the audience can feel that it's like really happening. And so it's just a sort of a huge effort between stunts, locations, cameras. It's like this big traveling circus, especially like shooting stuff on the freeways. Like we shot on the major freeways in Atlanta, and that was crazy.
Baby.
Y además teníamos a un stunt driver que es Jeffrey, que lo hace increíble y siempre nos guiaba y nos hacía sentir muy cómodos, porque como tú viste, todas las acciones son prácticas, o sea, están hechas prácticamente, no están en CGI ni nada, entonces cambiaba la experiencia completamente.
Si hubiera sido tu Baby Driver, ¿qué tan bueno hubiera sido?
Ellos de hecho decían...
She's good.
Sí,
Yeah.
Pero yo siempre decía, pues que crecí en la Ciudad de México, o sea, todos los días es Baby Driver en la Ciudad de México, es como,
Yes.
uy, no, o sea, que no entiende que se pasan los saltos, la gente se mete de que hay un espacio así, te metes, sí, es el Mexican Driver del sequel. Voy a ser yo.
Yeah, eso podría ser un buen reto
Sí,
la próxima vez.
exacto, we're gonna drag Jeff Wright to the streets in Mexico and see how good he is.
I think he'd be very
Yeah.
good. He's pretty epic.
And that's all completely real.
We're such a huge fans of Cornetto trilogy, and this one is one of my favorites now. How did you choose the projects, and which is the next one?
Well, this one, it's funny, like this movie, it's funny because it's just become like my biggest hit that I've ever had, like in the States and in the rest of the world. And the irony of that is I've had this idea for so long, and this idea goes back before Hot Fires on Shaun of the Dead and before even Space, the TV show.
Wow.
I had this idea ages ago, so it's funny to me that I kind of like been sitting on this and it's like, oh, so what is next is a question mark. There's various things that I'm sort of developing, but I also feel very encouraged and inspired by the fact that, this movie that I've made that's an original screenplay has done so well. So that might be the next thing for me, is to write something else new.
Make a superhero movie.
Well, I think Baby Driver is a superhero movie.
Perfect. There
Baby, El Aprendiz de Crimen.
Good. No, you did it well.
One of these days, you're gonna get blood on your hands.
Which is your soundtrack, the soundtrack of your own life?
One song?
What?
Yes. Which
Holy
could
shit.
be the one that defines you?
Porcelain by Moby.
I think my favorite song all time, I don't know if it would be, it's the soundtrack of my life because it's like the soundtrack of my family and my parents. ¿Por qué estoy hablando inglés? I've been waiting for a girl like you, The Foreigner.
So long, I've been looking too hard, I've been waiting too long. Sometimes I don't know what I will find.
Me encanta, es una de mis canciones favoritas.
Ok, cool.
Perdón.
No, cada quien.
Se me va. Le hablan inglés, español, inglés. ¿Dónde estamos? ¿Qué está
Sí, porque
pasando?
luego dice, qué mala onda Eiza, ya se le olvidó
Soy
el
mamona,
español.
no hablo español. Es muy difícil oír inglés y pensar en español y luego lo que está diciendo, me confundo bastante.
Así es, pero we're a family.
Aquí estamos.
With the Spanglish, right?
Spanglish.
Thank you guys.
Gracias.
Congratulations for your job.
Gracias.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yo soy Alex Montiel, pásenla chido, nos vemos en el cine. Bye.